How many messengers have you had? Teach you the truth and then go out bad. It all adds up if you do the math. They subtract from Revelation, so meet my wrath. All of the evil is united, something like a coalition. All of the tribes have been divided. To bring them together is my mission. What if I told you that they lied? Under the Vatican, the truth they hide. They say to go against them is suicide.
Folks coming at you live and direct. Well, it still is. Still is today. Understand what I'm saying? It still is today. It still is today. I hope all is well with you and yours. Hope this message finds you in a great place. You know what I mean? Hope it finds you in an excellent place. Excellent place. You know, I just left over my sister's house. And when I just said, wow, I'm driving right in this residential location. And I've just watched a deer run right across, like literally run right in front of the car. I'm gonna look that up later, put it all together, and see what that's supposed to be meaning. You know, I try to put stuff like that together. You know, random acts like that happen in our life, it's all for a reason. You know, and it makes sense about what I'm about to speak about in a moment. I went to my sister's over there to drop off some gifts for the twins for their birthday, and my aunt was there, of course, and my other sister was on the phone, and I wasn't expecting it, but I pretty much walked in and we started having an in-depth spiritual conversation, which I'm not gonna go in detail about it because some of it's personal, right? But I definitely didn't know that I was looking for it, and my aunt said it. A lot of us, sometimes we mistake anger, frustration, or whatever we're feeling that's negative, within the inside and conflicting within ourselves. Dealing with spiritual matters or feeling like, life is moving this way because of this and that, whatever, right? We're looking for a deposit from the Most High, in whatever form it is, whether it be your emotions, whether it be physical, whether it be financial, a blessing, a breakthrough, whatever, a manifestation. You understand what I'm saying? We're all looking for a form of a deposit from the Most High. What's your account looking like? What is your account looking like? I know we got a bank account, a physical bank account, but what is your spiritual bank account looking like? How many deposits are you, do you have coming in on a monthly basis? How many direct deposits do you have coming in? You know what I'm saying? I know that, you have to be in alignment in the physical world in order to get paid. So what you got to do is make sure that you have a clean background, clean piss. You understand what I'm saying? For you to get the job, right? You got to apply for the job and all that stuff, right? That's the part of being, becoming aligned with whatever that you're trying to get, right? The job, okay? So we do everything we need to do to make sure we get there on time, all that kind of stuff, right? We make sure we clock in, clock out, whatever, right? All right, we give them all our bank account information and stuff like that to make sure we get paid on time, right? Get those deposits. So what are we doing? And we understand in the physical world what we got to do to align with certain things in order to get paid or get compensated for what we put out. How can we make that transfer into the spirit world? How can we then turn that around and say, hey, how are we applying that to our everyday life? How are we applying this to our everyday life? And as I talk to you, I'm talking to myself. How are we applying these principles to our everyday life? A lot of us are capable of doing so much stuff. I was talking to an older lady at work last night, and we were talking about certain things dealing like with people, like what's going on in the streets and stuff like that, meaning like all the killing and stuff like that, right? And we were discussing on, it's amazing that people, and this is not me trying to promote nothing, but it's amazing how people can just only see themselves trapping. That's all they know is the streets, right? But they don't have any fear about stepping outside into a line of fire or beef or You know, whatever come across, you know what I'm saying, they're dealing with or come with the territory with what they're doing. But she said it's amazing that they won't have fear about going outside every day into something. But she was like, what you present to them, which is an idea of change or expansion, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna meet you where you at. I'm not God. I'm not here. I'm not a savior. Nor am I here to make a cricket path straight. I can meet you where you at and try to give you some, you know what I'm saying, some insight or whatever the case may be, you know, if that's what you want. And so in this guy's particular, this young dude, man, his particular thing, that's all him and his partners know. That's all they know is the streets. So I just threw a little bone out there. I was like, hey man, you know, you stay in the South in the Bible Belt. You have any children? No, I don't. Okay. You ain't got no serious relationship you in? No, I don't. None of your partners do neither. Nah, bro, we all on the same page. We all pretty much graduated. Okay, bet. So let me ask you one question. If that's all y'all see yourself doing, which I said I would like to think that y'all would continue to expand your mind and get into other things, right? Find other skill sets that you have within yourself. But for right now, this is what you see yourself doing, right? I said, have you ever thought about moving to a state where it's legal to do that? Why? Who putting a gun to your head and say you got to stay here in the South, in the Bible Belt, where they're working on things to be legal, but you still got to look over your shoulder? And then you live in a place where it's nothing but a big old crab in a bucket. These folks ain't used to seeing no real success. Anytime somebody start putting major points on the board, they got to try to cut them at the knees immediately, even if they shopping with the person. Instead of them trying to get money with you and trying to, you know, lock in and y'all continue to build and take this thing to another level, they rather kill your whole operation. You understand what I'm saying? I said, so why do y'all want to subject yourself to all of this negativity? You know what I'm saying? This place is infested with sharks in a lake. You understand what I'm saying, so to speak? It's not even a big old body of water. It should be. You know what I'm saying? But you got some folk that came through and dried this thing up. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, it's a lot of, like, I don't want to say death, even though it is a lot of death going on around here in Columbus. The mentality and the energy that's in the area as well. It's almost as if somebody put a curse on the area. And I think all praise to the Most High that these things are beginning to break. You understand what I'm saying? The curses are breaking off of the people as I speak. And I don't lie. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for you to see hope here. Is it bad and impoverished and run down here? No, it's not like that. But as far as the mentality of the people, the mentality of the people is very much as a crab in a bucket type of feel. It doesn't make no sense that Columbus, you know what I'm saying, is one of like the second or third largest city in the state of Georgia, right behind Atlanta. But the energy is nothing like Atlanta. But it could be. You have enough people to make it happen like that. But you know how, and I ain't gonna say all of Atlanta supports all of Atlanta, but for the most part, I guess to the rest of the world, Atlanta does a good job of, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna make a united front versus all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? It can be Atlanta versus the world. Now, if you're in Atlanta, okay, yeah, you might know some differences with some people. Everybody ain't getting along, whatever, right? But like I said, when it comes time to represent Atlanta as a whole and the face to the rest of the world, they're gonna stand in a united front. You feel me? I look forward to the area that I stay in and I reside to be able to get to that point as well. Will I be here when that happens? I don't know. Now, I'm not saying I'll be dead and gone, meaning that will I physically still be here? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I have the Lord see fit to work things out. You know what I mean? I know that I got away a little bit from the conversation asking about what is your spiritual bank account looking like. But it all ties in together. You know, they say you attract what you put out, you know what I'm saying, and what you are. You know, it makes you check yourself, you know what I'm saying. If you're surrounded by all this negativity, you know what I'm saying, what is it that we're doing to contribute to that thing? Or what are you doing, or what do you have on you that could combat all of that that's around you. And that's why they say you have to get into the word. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm working on that myself. That's why they also say you got to work on yourself, work on your emotions, work on your mental stability. You know what I'm saying? Adulting, so to speak, right? The more that we can do these things, the better off the world is gonna be. You feel me? We have to be the change that we want to see. We do. I have to constantly remind myself of all of this, y'all. I'm at this place in my life where I know too much for me to still be where I'm at. You feel me? I don't know if you can relate. You know what I'm saying? I know so much about a lot of things, and I'm just, it's not me waiting on life, because I know it takes action from me. You know what I'm saying? And alignment, timing, all of these things, right? To be in place for things to manifest accordingly. I get it. You know, but it's easier said than done. I literally feel like I am between the pit and the palace. And that's limbo. You know, it's like how you see me right now? At the pit, you know you're at the bottom. You got some light a little bit. You know. The palace is lit. You see, you know what I'm saying? Like all lights on in the building. But you see where I'm at? You see how you just see my body, right? Darkness all around me, right? But the light shines upon me. You see what I'm saying? Being the light in the dark, right? Sometimes that's what limbo feels like. Does the darkness necessarily represent evil? No, it's the void. Being in the void, being in the middle. You understand what I'm saying? If you can just almost just imagine you just walking into nothingness. You know what I'm saying? And this is like almost like where I'm speaking from. Out of nothingness. Out of darkness, the light. You dig? The butterfly in the cocoon. Yeah, that type of vibe. It's probably what it's like at nighttime in the cocoon. You feel me? We all growing together. You know what I mean? I look forward to the day that, you know, that what's on the inside of me makes room, where I don't have to work for nobody anymore. You know what I'm saying? It makes way for me, where I can control my time. I know there's other things you can do too, you know what I'm saying, to increase your value by adding more skills, you know what I'm saying, to your set, so to speak, right? I get it. I really do. That's why I try to make no excuses for myself. And you shouldn't either. We all know what we're here to do. We do. Let's get it done. Once again, I ask you, what is your spiritual account looking like? How many direct deposits do you get on a monthly basis? What do you have to do to get in line or an alignment to make sure you start receiving those deposits if you're not getting them? So like the government's handing out stimulus checks, are you know what I'm saying? The Lord is always constantly giving out things that stimulate the mind, body, and soul. You understand? Are you tapped in to pick up what He putting down? You heard me. I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Much love, much peace, light, and illumination always. I am in K.LaNe Hotel.
I'm a lyrical reverend. Open the book of Revelation and bow in His presence. I pray that I'm an elder, 2 steps away from heaven. Praying for my enemies, knowing that I'm kin to thee. Praying for serenity, anointed by His energy. My flow is perfect symmetry, been doing this for centuries. Refinesse the grind and the yoke in parenthesis. Melchizedek, yet I look like Isaiah. All praise to the Most High, serving God like a waiter. My mind has been tailored. Thoughts on elevators, rest in peace to Nate Dogg. I feel like I got